Okay, now we're going to talk about Marvel, Avengers Endgame. Two things that one thing it's not, I didn't mind either one of them. It's not that I didn't like them, I didn't mind them, just the way they did them. So, first off, let me go through the normal spiel. Alright, there are spoilers in here, so if you have not seen Avengers Endgame, this is your warning. Stop the video, hit that bookmark bell so you can come back later, whatever. Okay? Now it's not the time. 3, 2, 1. Okay, your time's up. All right, so I am not a misogynist. I am not, a homophobe, trans, none of that. Okay, I don't care. Right? But we're gonna talk about this gay representation that's been going around, and I'm not mad that they did it. I actually think they did it in a very good way. All right, I forget. I don't know which one it was, but in Endgame, if you notice, if you've seen, if you haven't seen it, spoiler it again. But after the 5-year time skip, Captain America's hosting a support group for survivor, post snap survivors, and it's actually one of the co-directors playing the character. He's talking about how he finally went on a date for the first time since the incident, and his date started crying when they served the salads, and he used the pronoun he. And then later on he said, and I'm going to see him again. That's great. I loved that they did it great. I loved how they did that. If they're going to do something like that, and the directors, it was really well done. However, what I'm not liking is the feedback. Okay, and it's not hate that I'm seeing online. It's not people saying they shouldn't have done this, because it was actually normalized. And that's, honestly, the amount of gay couples I know is very, very small, but they don't. The hate, that's the feedback, is they should have done more. That Marvel fans want more gay couples. They didn't make him gay enough. All this stuff, and it just seems to me, why are these people always writing these guys overly gay? I don't know a single, and like I said, I don't know very many, but none of the gay people I know are like the stereotypical Family Guy, gay guy who's like really, doing that stuff, and like really high pitched and over the top. No one who I know is actually gay does that. They're just normal people who happen to be gay, and that's what they did with this guy. But the articles I'm seeing are like Marvel fans think there needs to be more gay representation. Marvel fans think new side character wasn't big enough, wasn't gay enough, we're not talking about that. If we're talking about anything, I'm going to say this right now. If we're talking about anything, Marvel fans, me and my friends said anything, people would talk about anything, it's where do we go from here? What are they going to do now that the original cast, for the most part, is done? Where are we going to go? All right? What we hope for, what we don't hope for, stuff like that. That is what we're hoping for. We're not talking about this one gay character and how he wasn't gay enough. Okay? I mentioned it to Parks when we were done in the movie. I kind of like that they did that. They put it there so people who complain that there isn't a gay character will shut up, and now apparently it wasn't gay enough. I hate that. That is getting irritating. All right? If you want a gay character, write a comic your damn self. All right? Do it your damn self. Okay? You can't magically snap your fingers. You're not Thanos and make a character gay. You can't be like, boop, oh, now Thanos is gay, or boom, oh, now Gamora's a lesbian. Ooh, oh, now Brie Larson's probably is, but no, ooh, now Captain Marvel's a lesbian. You can't do that. Okay, a lot of these characters have been developed since like the '60s. They're developed, and they're themselves. You can't magically snap your fingers and make one of them gay just because you want to. You put in the hard work. You do it. A lot of the characters are actually up for interpretation in the first place. Very few of them actually have a romantic, an actual confirmed romantic, partner or a romantic interest at all. So it's just like there was always a thing. There was the things, but with Bruce Banner and Black Widow back in Age of Ultron and all this other stuff. But once Age of Ultron was done, they seemed to go apart quite a bit. Mostly, especially because Thor went off and went into space, or not Thor, Hulk. But it's still, that's kind of where it ended, was that point right there. Excuse me. So, but build it yourself. Make your own character. Build up the character yourself if you want a character to be gay. Don't change a character. And it's not because I don't want a gay character. I don't care. Okay, if a character is good, if a character has got good, if he or she is well written, all right, if they are not extremely overpowered like Captain Marvel or Superman. I mean, people ask me why you don't like them. It's because they're just so overpowered. Half the time, like they have to write a new villain that is stronger than them, and then like Superman, somehow gets a new power. So it's just I don't like how overpowered they are. That's why I like the simpler Superman, like Spider-Man, I like Batman. The more simple heroes who have to come up with clever ways to beat their villains. But as long as they're not overpowered, as long as there's room for development and growth and good storytelling, I don't care what their sexual orientation is. That's the first thing, and it's not even part of the. It's only that one little part of the movie. It's not even part of the movie I didn't like. It's the aftermath, all the stuff we're hearing from this, and it's just ridiculous. Okay, so the other thing I didn't necessarily not like it. It's the way they did it. They had this girl power moment where Spider-Man's got the gauntlet, the Iron Man Infinity Gauntlet, and you probably know what I'm already talking about if you've seen the movie. And Captain Marvel lands in front of him, and he's like, "Hi, I'm Peter Parker," and she looks at him and goes, "Hi, Peter Parker, I'm Carol Danvers. Got something for me there?" And he gives her the gauntlet, and he says, "I don't know how you're gonna get it all the way over there," talking about the van with the time machine, where Ant-Man and Wasp are to get it down. Where Ant-Man's at, honestly, sorry, because Wasp was there with them last time we saw. And that's when every main female character, Pepper Potts, Scarlet Witch, I almost said Black Widow, but she wasn't there. Wasp, I forget their names, but Black Panther's sister and his Royal Guard captain, they're all there. And like I said, Wasp, and the reason I didn't like this moment, and it's not because it was a girl power Sailor Moon moment. No, it was because it was forced. It was so forced. If you watch, the battle was huge. There's all this going on. It was a huge battle. All right, it was ginormous. Wide shots just showed all this chaos. And like I said, last time we saw Wasp, she was in the van with Ant-Man trying to figure out how to get everything to work. The last time I believe you see her is they try to start the van. Ant-Man goes, "It's dead. I got a hot wire," and he pulls out the wires to hot wire the van. That's the last you see her. Okay, but it seemed too forced. That's the only problem I had with it. It was so forced. How did everyone get there at that exact moment? It was just, they could have done it. They could have done it so much better without the "she's not alone" line and just had her, "I'll manage," and go, and then, as she goes, the female characters pop in and help here and there like they did instead of just an all-out attack. That's the only problem I have with that. It's not that they did it. Like I said, I don't care. Right? They can have moments like that in movies. Movies can have a bit of politics if it's done right. All right. If you see my Shazam review, they did some political stuff in Shazam, but they did it right where it didn't overpower a moment. It didn't feel forced. It was really well done. Like the beginning with the gay, co-director being his character being gay. That was well done. It was kind of slipped in there. This one was, it felt forced, and for a split moment I was pulled out. That was actually the first time I checked my phone in the entirety of the movie, was because I got pulled out of the trance of Endgame. It was right there at that moment. It's the only problem I had with it, was forced. And I know I'm going to get backlash because I got this on a Mortal Kombat rant about the Jax not waiting for people to get woke thing, the costumes I already got called racist and stuff. Even though I said I loved the game, I just hated the politics being shoved in everyone's face, and it ruined the character of Jax, because that's not who Jax was for the past 20-something years, when he came out in Mortal Kombat 2. So I know I'm going to get feedback from this. I know I'm going to get called a misogynist. I know I'm probably going to get called a homophobe. You know what? However, here's the thing. I don't care. Alright? I know it ain't true. Trust me. And if anyone knows me, my wife wears the pants in our relationship, okay? Alright, I'm quite, I'm going to use that line. I have gay friends, I have black, okay? I don't care what race, sexuality, I don't even care if you're transgender, whatever. I don't care, as long as you're a nice person, as long as you're a good person and you're nice to people and you're not a complete jerk, then I'm the same to you. That's how it works. So you can call me whatever you want. You can do whatever you want. But I said my thing, and you know what? Nothing you say is going to affect me because, well, keyboard warriors are keyboard warriors, and 90% of the time, if you ever see me on the street, you ain't going to say crap. So go ahead, type away. I don't care. All right, guys, that's my feedback on the only two things that I had a major problem with in all of Endgame. Like I said, spoilers. And I know it's a bit long. It's going on over 10 minutes now. Hit that like and subscribe button, guys. Hit that notification bell so you get notified that when I upload new videos. All right, catch you guys next time.